everyone, and welcome to the Nerd Bites Weekly Show. I am your host, DC. Joining me, per usual, is my best buddy, Ket Soren. What's up, Ket Soren?
Nothing much. I do have a special guest here. I have the Bean Man.
Bean Man / Hot Dog Man. What's
Hot
up,
dog
Beans?
Bean Man. Yep, he's here.
And then
we also have the amazing Tressa. Tressa, introduce yourself.
I'm Tressa Bowling. Hello.
Former guest, recurring guest, now officially a recurring guest. That's what we love to see. This is episode number 62. We're also supposed to have on Justin Stewart, but he's having some technical difficulties. But nonetheless, if we can get him on next week, we're going to try to do that. Also with Tressa again, but Tressa's here, so might as well just do it. Why don't we jump right into it? Guys want to get rolling here?
I do want to get rolling. Tressa,
keep rolling. Oh shit. Oh shit. We might have a Justin appearance.
We might have a Justin. Oh.
Hang on. Hang on.
Dramatic entrance.
Yeah, he did this on purpose.
Super dramatic. Like he went, and we all went.
That's a power move for sure.
It is a power move.
No, I had to restart my old ass phone.
Damn,
I still don't have video
for us, you guys.
You will probably have to click the video button because it doesn't turn it on by default. Sometimes Discord doesn't. There we go. Hey, it's Justin Stewart. Surprise! We made it. So we are live, just FYI, Justin, just so you know.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you for being so patient with the elderly such as I.
So anyway, we have Justin and Tressa on today to talk all about Kentucky Kaiju, the extended edition, which the Kickstarter is live. It's pinned to the top here in the chat. Everyone go click it. Everyone go kickstart it. I have already pledged. I hope you all do the same. I'm very excited for this project. The first book was amazing, so I'm really excited to see what you guys do with the extended version. So what do you have in store for us with Kentucky Kaiju Extended Edition?
Well, we have 30 extra pages of stuff that's not in the old version. So Tressa and I each did 2 new kaiju. And then we have some bonus guest artist kaiju in there. And then we have some stuff, we called it stuff that lives within the world of Kentucky Kaiju.
Okay.
So in there you'll see an official Kaiju Bureau report about a kaiju fight that happened, and it's sort of like if you went and requested information on it, they would give you, here are the photos and the official report on, such and such attack from such and such time.
I love that.
So cool stuff like that. There's a newspaper article that Tressa illustrated quite hilariously. It's like my favorite thing in the in the extended edition. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah,
lots of world building.
That's what I love.
Indeed, yes.
Locally, where are you guys expecting to release locally?
What do you mean? Locally?
Yeah, locally.
Well, so I mean, you've got the Kickstarter going, and assuming you hit the goal, which I mean, you guys are almost halfway there already. I saw that. That's awesome news. I assume you will also sell it at your tables when you go to conventions and stuff like that. Are you also going to be having like you did with the first one, maybe a Joseph Beth release or something like that?
While that would be really cool, I don't know that we'll have the volume on this one, because we had Apex Publishing behind the first one. So that allowed us to kind of have bigger events like that for the first release.
That makes sense.
It's kind of it's like a smaller, it's a bigger book, but it's like a smaller release for it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But I assume you will plan to have them like at your table for sale, like when you go to conventions, right? Or is this going to be only backers?
I know that we factored in having some extras.
Okay.
So we hope to have, extra copies at shows, but the Kickstarter is definitely like if you want to get the Kickstarter, because we just can't guarantee whether or not we'll be able to, kind of pass the Kickstarter or be able to fund printing more, since it is quite a substantial book that's being created. So it's definitely not the cheapest, just to kind of make on the fly.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a big one. 30 extra pages. That's a lot. Because
so if you for sure want one, then Kickstarter is the way to go.
Everyone go kickstart this project. Everyone go support it. It's going to be amazing.
Because I can show you. This is the old book.
Yep.
Ooh.
So this is the first version of Kentucky Kaiju that came out in 2016, and here is the extended version.
Ooh. I like that a lot.
Now there's different tiers that people can get for the Kickstarter. There's I think there's a base PDF one, right? Digital. There's the basic one, which is like the paperback. There's a hardcover, which I think that's the one I actually backed. Because I think that sounds sick. Then there's an edition above that, which is like the commission based one. Is that right?
A commission in a book.
Yeah. And then there's an ultimate type one at the tippy top, which is like you can create your own kaiju within the book and that sort of thing. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Sweet.
And the art commission is commissions that both Justin and I will collab on.
That's sick.
Yeah. And if you back the ultimate created kaiju, then you will get to work with all of us in shaping. You get to pick a town, and we start to get to work.
Oh, that's so cool. That's such a great idea. Especially because there's just like, you guys are Kentuckians, so you get it. There's so many like niche, like little towns in Kentucky that like you might not even know about unless you are literally from there. So it'd be really cool if someone just came out of the woodworks like, hey, here's my hometown. This is like a type of animal that we get here or something like that. You just make it into a kaiju. That'd be so cool.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, Tressa, I'm sure you've encountered this too at shows where people will look through the book and be like, do you have such and such town in there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So it's a chance for somebody's own creation to be immortalized in the book.
That's amazing. I love that. So, I think you guys hit this just right on timing, by the way. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but Kaiju number 8 just got released, full first season on Crunchyroll, and it was a definite hype beast. And it's my favorite manga ever. So to see you guys come out with this extended edition, like right during like the hype period of Kaiju, when you had the Godzilla versus Kong, you had Kaiju number 8 drop. It just feels like it's like great timing. Was that intentional or was that just good luck?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Love that answer.
Yeah. I wish we could say that we had it perfectly timed on purpose. We'll just say that it was happenstance and it worked out in that way.
Yeah.
Hopefully in our favor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild too, because we've had this version of this book done for a long time. And we've just kind of been trying to figure out the best way to get it out into the world. And we all sort of came together and decided Kickstarter was the way to go. And yeah, it just so happens that it was now.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, I remember you guys, the last time you were on the show in the spring when we were promoting Lexicon, you guys talked about it then. You're like, yeah, it's been done for a little bit. We're ready for it to come out, and here we are. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Yes. Very excited too to finally have it happening.
Yeah. So have you guys watched Kaiju number 8 or read any of the manga?
I haven't read the manga, but I've been watching the show.
I read the first volume of the manga, but I watched the first episode of the show.
Okay.
That's as far as I've gotten.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What did you think? You think it's worth the hype, Tressa?
It's so good.
I agree.
I mean, I'm very nitpicky when it comes to the anime that I watch. Like if it's not, if the plot doesn't move quickly, then I get really kind of checked out. I don't like filler episode types of shows. So that show is just so quick. Every episode, so much happens.
Mm-hmm.
The character development is really solid as well, and I mean the fight scenes are just they're so cool.
Top notch. Yeah, Kafka Habino is just like such a great protagonist, and especially because it's typical in shonens where the main character is a teenager or a high schooler, and he's like a 30-year-old dude. So I just think that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're all giving him shit. It's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
So whenever you guys first made your the field guide, the first one, Kentucky Kaiju field guide, what were some of your inspirations into creating it, like to begin with? Like what got you on the ground running with it?
Oh man, it was seeing the Kentucky Kaiju poster in the Big Hero 6 art book. It was a background thing that they had in there, and I was like, man, that sounds amazing. I don't know what that is, but I want to make something.
But I want to be there.
Yeah, I want to make something that is this, and that's when I sort of rattled around like, what does that look like? Does it look like a comic book? Does it look like some sort of other illustrative guide?
Right.
And then once I hit the word guide, I was like, oh yes, okay. And then checked out some just field guides manuals from the library, and lo and behold, it's just like, yeah, you just have an illustration, and then here's a bunch of information. And I was like, sweet, we could just make a bunch of these guys up.
I love that.
Yep.
You're quiet up there, Bean Man and Ketsoren. Ask some questions for once.
Man, no, I'm talking. Well,
Yeah. Well, I looked at the Kickstarter. I had the chance to look at it the other day when Dustin posted it, and it looked really cool. There's a lot of an Appalachian culture, a lot of things that are eerie or uncanny.
Mm-hmm.
So it seemed really interesting. And I'll just say that when I first went to it, I guess because I'm conditioned to think this way about Kickstarter, I thought it was for like tabletop games. So I was looking at it and I was like, what rule set's this for? But but it was really cool, and it would not be hard probably to take some of the concepts in that and reskin that for a game, I'm sure. But
wow, you just gave me a great idea. We should do a one shot, Ben Ketsoren D&D for Kentucky Kaiju.
It's sweet. I think I hear that at almost every show that I've got the book set out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
awesome.
it's like something that people are like, this would be a great base for like a board game, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe next Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I could especially going off like a Call of Cthulhu style setup where you're playing just a regular human and you're investigating or having to deal with the kaiju. That would be really fun. But I really liked it. I mean, I'm kind of the new person around here, so my question.
He's a co-host.
Yeah, they haven't made me full partner yet, but I'm putting in the hours. But having this newer edition, I guess you could say that you're kickstarting. How did the idea for that come about, or was this part of the plan from like originally, or was there a process where you arrived at doing this?
I feel like it was always kind of like in the back of our minds that if the first one went over well, that we would try to create more. But that I think when Justin and I were drawing for the first one, I think we just naturally wanted to do more. But you know, and it's like we're already coming up with ideas of like, well, how could you do the world building, and like what would that look like if you were to put it in another book? And so, I mean, God, the last one was from 2016. That feels
wow,
forever ago.
For real.
And still, you know, to this day, like even earlier this year when I had the original book at my table, people were picking it up, or I'd have people come by that had already had it, and they were like, "Oh, I love that book," you know. And so it had such a kind of sort of evergreen feeling to it that people still really identified with it, whether they were from Kentucky or not. That it was just always something that we naturally wanted to do. Was like we knew that we were eventually going to do like a second book, whether that be that extended version or, you know, or what. So it was just kind of something that was always there, I feel like.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I really want to do that one shot now. That's all I can think about.
Yeah, because in the extended edition, you'll get to meet these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You'll get to see what cleanup after a kaiju cataclysm looks like.
Yeah, just like Kaiju number 8, huh? Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice.
Guts and all.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's cool. That's gonna be a fun read. I can't wait. So have you thought about doing like a colored edition at any point?
It's crossed my mind, but I think the I don't know. For me, the appeal of it is always in black and white, as it's an homage to the original Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's what we started working with, and what I've entertained the idea of coloring some of them, but yeah, I just can't bring myself to do it. They look really, really good as is.
Yeah, it gives it that gritty edge, you know? Like, I always feel like black and white gives things like a really cool, gritty edge. Just like Logan. I think that Logan is so much better in black and white than it is in color, which is silly because it's the same movie, but just that little bit of like, I don't know, it just gives it this like super dark vibe with it being in black and white. And it also reminds me of like old samurai movies and stuff like that, which is really cool. So, yeah.
Yeah. And we kind of set out like intentionally, like Justin said, to have that feel to it. And, you know, all the pieces are done in like these like ink washes, and both of us were like really kind of just having fun and playing with what we could do with just inks.
Nice.
And I think it also kind of lends to that sort of idea that a field guide, it's almost like somebody whoever's creating the field guide, or like it's like a sketchbook.
They're actually sketching it out, right? Yeah.
You know, so that kind of feeling to it. I feel like while in color it would be cool, but I think it would kind of take away from that sort of vibe that it's got.
Well, I have a question for you. How do you resolve artistic differences?
I don't think we've ever had any issues where like right from the.
You guys both go like split.
I think honestly, yeah, I don't think we really have ever had like I mean, honestly, I feel like the biggest battle was like picking out the different kaijus that we wanted to draw.
Yeah.
Because Sean, when he wrote the bios for each one, he was the one that came up with all of the names and the descriptions of each kaiju. And so Justin and I, like, we had like this master list of, it was like on our Google Docs, and we would be like, you know, I'd be like, I'm gonna do the duck that's, you know, shitting rainbows on the and getting people high at a concert. I want that one. And then Justin would pick another one. And it was almost just like making sure that like, and of course there's definitely ones that Justin was able to draw that I was like, I wanted to do that one,
Yeah. And the weird thing is, fun fact is that the order that they are in the book is the order that Tressa and I chose them.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
They just slightly become more and more unhinged as you into the book.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So
kind of see it traveling there towards the end.
Or Tressa, you're like, okay, I mean, I get it, but okay.
The person making the field guide, the theoretical person making the field guide, is just tripping balls harder and harder as the.
Yeah, he's just going. I guess it makes sense.
Sure. Yeah. He touched some sort of weird goo, and he's on a trip.
There's levels to this shit, okay?
Yeah.
Real quick, shouts out to Josh for rating with Party of 3. Thanks, buddy. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Also, Wes is here. He's saying hey earlier, and he said he loves Kentucky Kaiju.
Party of 3 Raiders.
Well, so again, project is live. The Kickstarter is, you have 37 backers as of now, and you are almost halfway through your pledge. 22 days to go. Please, everyone, go back the project. Like I said, I've already done it. I hope everyone here and that listens to this and watches this also backs it, because it's going to be a really fun thing, and I'm excited. I do have a quick question though before we move on to other fun things. The little video at the beginning at your Kickstarter page, who made that?
Yes, that is Bryce O'Quay.
Bryce, my dude.
Yes. Yeah, aka Mad Hundreds. He hooked that video up for us. The voice of the video is from a podcast called Talk Nerdy to Me. That is Chris.
And my boy.
We took that audio and then gave it to Bryce and gave Bryce full reign to do whatever he wanted, and he came up with that video for us. And it's a blast.
Really, I just wanted to take the
world,
really, I just wanted to take the opportunity to shout out a couple of my buddies.
Yeah.
So shouts out to Talk Nerdy to Me, Friends with Benefits Pod, and shouts out to Bryce O'Quay as well. Mad 100s. What a cool couple cats.
Yeah. And I will say, real quick.
No, go for it.
Talking about some of the kaiju in color. We do have a sticker sheet tier that has little cheap drawings that Tressa did.
Yeah.
I want to see.
And some of them are in color, or all of them are in color.
Is they all in color? Okay, well, show us.
I made like very cutesy versions of some of them for sticker sheet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
they look great.
I'm just gonna bring up the Kickstarter page real quick so everyone can see it, because there's some previews on there too.
I want to see it.
Okay. Yeah, so here's the original book. Here's some of the illustrations there. And then, like he showed us live, here's a reference of how much bigger this edition is. That's so cool.
Okay, well, I'm looking. Oh, well, hold on. There we go. It's showing.
Yeah, so I'm going to report this to Kickstarter, by the way, for being too rad.
I will not fight you on that.
I love it.
Well, so let's talk some nerdy shit. What do you guys say? There's been a lot of stuff going on past couple weeks, and a lot of stuff that's coming up as well. I want to start off by talking about, this is Shark Week currently, and it's been kind of a lame Shark Week, to be honest. The newer stuff hasn't been that good. Felt very rushed this year, but I mean, we've had it on all week because you have to. And then what'd you say, Ben?
I haven't seen any sharks here. It's been a huge letdown.
Yeah, they're all on TV, so Now's the perfect time to go in the water. Yeah. Do you guys fuck with Shark Week? You in it too? You like Shark Week?
I know of it.
Oh.
I did. We were within Shark Week. I don't have cable, so.
Yeah, the only
not been in it this whole week. Like, man, it's been busy. I want to do Shark Week, but I'm like bed. Like,
well,
bye.
You still got like 3 days to watch. So, Justin, do you like Shark Week?
I'm down with Shark Week, but I have not seen anything this year currently because Kickstarter and making other stuff and being busy.
It's a busy week, man. It's a busy
but
month.
No, I'm down with it. I'm down with it.
Down with sharks. The other thing I want to mention is this weekend, Pokemon Go. If you're a Pokemon Go player like myself, it is Go Fest. So me and wifey already have our tickets for that. So Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is like the regular day, which is like all the catch days. So you get to catch a bunch of like rare Pokemon and they can be shiny. And then Sunday's raid day. So we're going to be doing a bunch of raids Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk Star Wars a little bit. Have you guys been watching The Acolytes?
I've not seen any of it because I've been waiting for it to end before I watch it.
See what? There's one episode left. Is that right? Isn't there 8 episodes in this first season or only season? I guess.
Maybe. I
think so.
I haven't seen any of it yet.
Okay, so the 7th episode just aired, and the internet's not happy. Not that they were going to be anyway.
Shocking.
But it got review bombed so hard after this episode that Rotten Tomatoes literally removed the user score from its page.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I don't think I've ever seen Rotten Tomatoes do that.
Yeah.
That had to be a Disney thing. They came in and been like, "Hey, we can't be having this." Like, okay, so have you been watching it, Tressa?
Yeah.
I assume because you're the big Star Wars fan too. What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, I like it. It's not my favorite of the TV series, or I wouldn't even put it in like top 3. I think it has some good fight scenes.
Yeah.
And I'm very intrigued with some of the plot points. I like how they have been revealing different plot points and how it's I saw that there was the comparison of like the kind of Rashomon sort of type story where it's like 2 different viewpoints of different characters telling the same story, which is cool. I feel like so much of the only thing that really kind of takes me out is some of the dialogue or how it's delivered is a little extra stiff. And just feels like I don't know how best to describe it. It just kind of takes me out of some of the scenes with how things are delivered.
It feels like either directing or writing or both, because I know those, like, the actors that play those characters. There's a lot of actors in the show that are in other things, and they do an amazing job.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I know it. I know it can't be them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of things that are making it seem that way, for sure.
Yeah.
So I think I'll hold out, complete judgment until it ends. Yeah. Because there's also hints at things where it's, I don't know, like hints that it ties into, things from more recent films.
Yeah, I'm there's been concepts in the show that I enjoy. There has, like you said, the fight scenes. There's some really great choreographed fight scenes in the show. But man, the writing really takes me out of it. Like, so much of it was just so predictable and like almost to the point where it was like they got to do something to subvert this because this is too on the nose, and then it just happens, and then you're like, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool like new things being introduced that we haven't seen before, at least in like live action stuff.
Right.
And I like the idea of watching a story that has nothing to do with the Skywalker story. I really hope that they continue to do things like that. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. I'm not really probably the best person to ask about it because it's mostly like if it's Star Wars.
Yeah, I
with
know
it,
you've said
you know,
that
like
before. Yep.
Yeah.
And I am with you to a certain extent. Like I love like I mean the prequels are just like not good, but I have a special place in my heart for them. Like I still enjoy so much from them, and like I want to
go see the prequels in theater, I would.
yeah.
You guys know, like I absolutely would.
Yeah, but like I don't know. And I'm with you too, Tressa. Like I think it's really good that we're doing stuff that's disconnected from the Skywalkers, but there's also, and honestly, I could see them going this way with it. There's this huge plot point, you know, with the Born from the Force thing, with the lesbian space witches, that like, uh, it's gonna be like, well, this is how Luke Skywalker, or this is how Anakin was created, you know.
yeah, I know I've seen some people being like a little bit upset about that. I don't know. To me, yeah, I guess we'll just see. I feel like it's such a large world in general that it's like, of course that might have happened in another, you know, the kind of like a born out of magic sort of idea.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'll be interested to see how it ends. Yeah, I was not on board with this last episode at all. It just like the Jedi seem so stupid, and like that's my biggest problem with it.
Yeah, it definitely paints Jedi as like total just assholes.
And it just completely ignorant. It's like they're almost like MAGA. I mean, it's like they're literally painting the Jedi as like ham-fisted MAGA people. Like I don't know, it's really weird.
Yeah. If you're not using the Force the way they want you to use it, then you shouldn't be using it.
Yeah. Exactly. Shouts out to Tony Clifton for following, by the way. Appreciate that. We are one follower away from 100 followers. If we could get one more follower in here, I will say it right now. Before this stream ends, if we can get one more follower, I will stream Dark Souls again. I will do it.
Fuck. I will literally like go in.
Nope,
and
you
like,
can't create a faux account.
I will go and do it, dude. I'm gonna call Mike right now.
Oh, you do need to call Mike. He would rally the troops for this one.
Listen.
So, guys, you don't know the backstory behind this. I despise Souls games and Dark Souls in general. Like I think the lore and stuff is really cool, but like the gameplay, I just hate it. And so we got so many subscribers before, and I agreed to stream it, and I did, and I hated every second of it. And people have been begging for a second stream of it.
You want to go into this and like, let's watch Dark Souls from Dustin. You want to like push the button like one account away.
What is happening? What are you guys talking about? You plotting over there?
We're talking about you. We're talking about subscribing to you.
Oh, well. Subscribers don't have ads, by the way. So if you want to subscribe, you don't get ads. And every cent we make, we don't keep the money personally. We always put it back into the channel to try to help with make things better. So just so you know.
Poo-poo.
We don't do this for profit. We do it for fun, and we want to, we want to make this cool for everyone. So
I would like to see that, and I will say that I think the lore and the aesthetic of Dark Souls games are worth putting up with that, personally. But
and Dustin getting upset.
Yeah, the dictionary actually contacted me when I played Elden Ring because I discovered some new cuss words.
And he was
And
like,
I'm a professor now, so. But it was worth for me. It was worth putting up with that because of just how beautiful the game is and being in that world. So.
Yeah, I feel that it is a pretty game and I really like the lore and everything. So, but it's so frustrating. Like it's just the monotony of swing once, run away, swing once, run away, dodge, swing once, run away. Like I don't know. It's not fun for me. But let's move on from that subject again. Just one more follower and I'll do it. Promise. Let's talk a little more Disney properties. The Captain America Brave New World, I think is the name. A New World Order, not Brave New World. New World Order. The trailer dropped today for that. Did you guys see it?
Oh, no.
I did.
All right. Well, just like Justin was setting out a minute ago, it's time for you to set out, Tressa. What'd you think, Justin?
I thought it was cool. I really dug at the end where he was like, "Yeah, I'm not Steve," and then boom, the wings hit, and he took off. I thought that would look dope. And then we're getting Red Hulk, so that's fun. It'll be a fun time.
Yep, he was teased at the end of the trailer, which we knew he was coming. Yep. So.
Yep.
I want to see that. I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I do want to see it.
Oh, it's a good trailer. I do have it's not even a problem. It's just kind of like I don't know how to feel about Harrison Ford being in it.
Oh yeah,
because
he's so old.
He's so old, and like you could just tell he doesn't really want to be there. Like he doesn't like nerdy things. Like he just doesn't. He does it for the money.
Well. I just but I thought it was cool. I'm ready for some Hulk smash.
Yeah, it feels like Marvel's been real quiet, after we got that big shotgun blast of all the TV shows on Disney Plus. It's kind of calmed down a bit. Feels like they've leaned a little more into the Star Wars property. Backing off of the Marvel stuff. I love both. Obviously, I'm a Star Wars fan first, but
yeah. Well, we got the Agatha trailer too.
Oh yeah, that did drop. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of that?
That looks fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready for a horror show.
Yeah, horror, witchy.
Yeah, especially because they did such a good job with the Werewolf by Night short.
Oh yeah.
I could see them man. There's so much darkness to like the Marvel universe that hasn't been explored on the big screen that like I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
That's why I love the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness movie so much, because it actually does explore those like darker tones and the weirdness that is Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
Ready for Marvel to get weird.
Yeah, it does to an extent. I mean, I would like to see more of it.
Yeah, same.
Like you would, but I don't know how much we're gonna see of it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I know that it's like it's a give and take because they want to get like the broad audience into it. Mm-hmm. And I think they did a good job with that in the Multiverse of Madness, and people already liked Sam Raimi, so it was like easy to, sink people into the weird stuff. I don't know. It seems like they're going more weird, and like what I did love about the trailer for New World Order is, like it has that, to me, it has that Winter Soldier vibe to it, where it's like kind of like the darker and the more the espionage and spy stuff. It feels like that's going to start happening a little more with this movie, so I'm excited for that too.
Yeah, it looks rad.
Yep. Deadpool and Wolverine coming out 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Guys stoked for that?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah. Are we gonna do a live art for it?
I will not be in town. So okay. I'll be in Kansas City that weekend, so there's no live art for Deadpool, sadly.
I was just in Kansas City last year for the NFL draft. So it's an alright city.
Cool.
Yeah. I had some good burnt ends at this barbecue place. I wish Alan was in the chat. He lives there. He could tell me which one it is because I always forget the name. I'll figure it out and I'll let you know. You got to
cool.
try
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Speaking of which, we haven't done a Food Bites Friday in a couple weeks. We got to figure out something to do, guys.
Well, I mean, I've messaged you. Listen, I got ideas.
Okay.
Pickle cupcakes.
Pickle cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Tressa, I love your face. You're just like frozen and like, what the fuck?
Because I'm just trying to figure out. I'm like, are these things that they make and then eat on the show?
Yeah. I want to make that. I want to make a pickle cupcake.
We do weird like. So we.
I have clarification though. Is it pickle flavored, or are there pickles in it?
It's pickle flavored with a pickle like thing, like a relish on it.
On top. Okay.
Yeah, I can send you like a link when I'm like looking forward to.
We do weird food combinations.
So just so you know, like my first thought is like a pickle cupcake, but I've sent him a hot Cheeto cake.
That looks good. I would do that.
It's literally a hot Cheeto cake or cupcake.
Okay.
So like,
do you see where you could get Dr. Pepper and pickles at Sonic?
Say it again.
Dr. Pepper and pickles.
Yeah, you can order at Sonic.
We did that on the show.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Dr. Pickle.
Dr. Pickle. It just kind of tasted like salty Dr. Pepper, like truly.
I liked it. It was good.
That's how I like my Dr. Pepper, so.
Yeah.
Salty.
Salty surprise Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
My favorite one that we did was Nutella and hot dogs. I really liked that one.
With the condiments, it was good.
No, thank you.
Condiments, it was not good.
No, it was great. It tasted so good. It was the ultimate sweet and savory.
Nah, it was with the condiments. It was fine.
What's the weirdest food combinations you guys have tried?
I've eaten cottage cheese with Doritos before.
That's not too weird.
Dip the Doritos in the cottage cheese.
We're both yeah. It's fine. That's within our limit.
Yeah. That's totally understandable.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I feel like I'm not very adventurous with my food pairings. Like, the wildest thing I'll do is and so many people already do it, is the French fries dipped in the Frosty.
Oh yeah.
That's not weird.
Classic.
No, exactly. It's not weird.
Classic.
Even when I was pregnant, I have weird things that I was great.
Frosty? Like in general? Like
no.
You've never done it? Okay, we're doing it this weekend, Ben.
Frosty?
No.
You know. Well, we
so
have
good.
a new one, folks. Hold on.
So good.
He's never dipped French fries in a Frosty.
To me, it's particularly good in the vanilla Frosty. Like that combination to me is so good.
The chocolate.
Chocolate's great too. Obviously, that's the classic, but
because it's like, yeah, it's so good.
It is good.
Okay, so like what? So this is this is weird now. Okay, what is your favorite French fry to dip ice cream into? Because he's never done it. This is new. Like this is a newborn French fry ice cream.
Well, to me, actually, you know what? You know what's really good too? Like the Frosty and like the Wendy's French fries combo is probably the best, just because it's the classic. But like, I have dipped Dairy Queen French fries into Blizzards before, and that's good.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna
It's gotta be a French fry that has substance to it. It can't be string fries or anything like that. It's gotta
have some beef.
Ice cream.
That's your option.
Oh, you know what would be good? I bet the waffle fries from Chick-fil-A. I bet those would dip really well in the ice cream.
Yeah,
and it would dip so well with like Wendy's vanilla icy.
Yeah.
Same.
By the way, change the subject. Josh said the Jedi are always stupid, though. That's not true.
Well, I mean, kinda.
No.
Oh my God, you've never been.
Qui-Gon was cool.
Yeah, man. Obi-Wan, he wasn't stupid. He was loyal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's also stupid. Like,
not really. Ahsoka wasn't stupid. She literally did the smart things.
Listen, there's like smart stupid and then like loyal stupid. Like,
no, Ahsoka literally stood up for herself against the Jedi Council.
Yeah, that's smart stupid. And then you got
that wasn't stupid. That was just like being correct.
I'm not disagreeing.
Hey.
I'm like, listen, I can talk about Ahsoka. Let's go.
I like your pillow.
Ahsoka's goated. She really is.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Josh says the Jedi Council are the biggest idiots on the planet. If you watch Clone Wars, all the pieces were right there. Sorry, biggest idiots in the galaxy. Well, yeah, but that's just bad George Lucas writing and during the prequels. I mean, come on. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Ketsoren, you still have that game that we played last week? The couples game or whatever, the card game?
Oh, yeah. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, we can end the show with that. That'll be fun with the guests.
Hold on.
So you're supposed to play this game with couples, but like we do it with each other's co-hosts.
Well, it can be with couples. It can be with friends.
It's just like a fun brain exercise.
So what I'm gonna do is, since Ben is here, I taught him how to shuffle. Take the flirt. No, hold it. No, like take the whole thing.
Do it with your mouth, though.
Yeah, do it with your mouth, though. All right. I taught him how to shuffle.
I can shuffle, but I can't bridge. Actually, speaking of that,
I can bridge.
Have you guys ever played canasta or hand and foot? It's like the ultimate retirement home game. I literally learned it from my grandparents. But we literally started playing it right before the show tonight. It's 4 rounds. And we're gonna finish it after the show with a couple of friends. Yeah, it's so much fun. I feel so old playing old people card games.
The word canasta just sounds like something that is meant to be said by an old person.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, you know what rummy is, right? You guys know what rummy is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So canasta is a variation of rummy, and hand and foot is a variation of canasta. So it's just like it keeps going deeper. How far does this iceberg go? Let me tell you.
All right, ready? Let me do one more shuffle.
Okay. This is great for podcast listeners. Some shuffling ASMR.
Yeah.
All right, Tressa.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to ask that.
Let's get weird. Why not?
All right.
All right, Tressa. What hairstyle of your partners do you most like or least like?
Well, okay, let's change it up. Let's, instead of saying partners, since they're partners on this book, so you have to answer for Justin. So like, what hairstyle do you least like or most like for Justin?
Okay. What hairstyle of Justin's do you most like or least like?
I've only witnessed one. That is no hairstyle.
he's like, I'm out.
It's yeah.
This one.
Shouts out to the Bald Bros. Where's Patrick O'Brien when you need him?
Right. I mean, I have seen photos of him with hair from the past, and it makes I don't know. It just doesn't seem right, you know.
Oh yeah.
So
hey, real quick, Cosplay Bay's here. What's up, Cosplay Bay?
Ooh,
Jen.
I like her.
Jen's in here. She gave heart eyes at Ketsoran's suffering.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't become who I was until I went bald.
Yeah, same me.
All right, now you got to do one you got to do one Justin to Tressa.
All right. Split. split deck.
My wife is waving with my kitten right now at the window.
If Tressa had to spend $1 million in 24 hours, how do you think that she would spend it?
Hot Toy Star Wars figures.
There's like no
hesitation.
As I like look around, I'm just like surrounded by them.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those figures.
Yeah, there'd be a ton of artists getting email inboxes of commission requests.
Yeah.
Yep, it'd be a good day for those folks.
All right. Well, so that was fun. Before we close out the show, I just want to mention a couple things. Number one, me and Dakota from Page and Panel will be at GalaxyCon Animate Columbus next Saturday. So hopefully I see some people there that I know. Come shout out at us if you see us. But speaking of Dakota from Page and Panel, we just recorded episode 3 of the Great Ninja podcast together. It is live on Podbean and on YouTube. It is a really good episode. We talk about the really good spring season of anime that we had, and also like some potential sleepers for the usually quiet summer season for anime. So that's live. Go check it out. Let us know what you think. We love taking suggestions, and we'll take topics of discussion from you guys and everything like that. So yeah, that's the housekeeping from my end here. But we'll start with you, Justin. What do you got going on? Where can people see you next? Are commissions open? Obviously, go support Kentucky Kaiju Extended Edition on Kickstarter. But what else you got going on? And where can people find you?
Absolutely. Yeah. People can find me at justin3000.com. That's where all my social stuff is, and that's where all my store stuff is. So if you want to buy some comics or some shirts or some art, some merch stuff, you can get it there.
Sick. And when's your next the next live art? Do you know? Do you have one on the table?
Don't have one until October, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, let us know and we'll promote it. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Actually, no, I take that back. Duh. We have a brunch live art this Sunday at the Void Sake restaurant in Lexington.
Oh, sick.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
Listen, that's hot as fuck.
That's yeah.
We will be there starting at 11 a.m. and it's a bring your own vinyl. So
nice.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That makes me real happy. I really wish I could go, truly. But everyone, if you're going to be in the Lexington area, go check that out. All right, Tressa, you're up. Where can people find you? What you got going on? Yeah.
My website is tressinabowlingart.com. Or you could just find me on most social media stuff, just at Tressa Bowling. That's Tressa.
Okay.
I don't really have anything. I had to pause because I was like, wait, have I forgotten something? I don't really have anything coming up, but I've got my own Patreon under my name, where I do sticker of each month. This was little melting ice cream stickers, and I draw weird little drawings each month if you're in the sticker tier for people, and I mail them to you like
that.
old mail. So I've been doing that, taking commissions here and there. I just started a new position at my job, so that's been kind of occupying my brain space a lot lately. So
feel that.
If you had one pose to like sell your like website or like your URL, what would it be? Would it be like a boop or a boop or like give me a, you know what I mean? Like even a force stamp. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, like
I love that.
Yeah, right. Can you just real fast for me? Because Justin did the whole thing, but you know, you're very kind and very sweet. So I want to make sure that people know. So give me a give me your pose. Give me your like give me what you want.
Hey, I like that.
Give me that.
Bless.
Bless. Fuck, I'm gonna take like a screenshot of that now.
All right, guys. I think that's all the time we have tonight. It's getting pretty late. Thank you so much, Justin. Thank you so much, Tressa, for coming on the show. Please, everyone, go support Kentucky Kaiju Extended Edition on Kickstarter. I have it pinned at the top of this. It'll also be in the description of this video and podcast. So make sure you guys check that out. And yeah, go see them on their socials. And who wants to say it? You guys know what we say, right? When we end the show, do you remember from last time? We say,
I got the snap. Somebody hit it with the
we
guns.
say, until next time, stay nerdy.
Until next time.
Right.
All right. So who wants to say it? Don't volunteer all at once.
Oh.
But we all say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. On 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Until next time.
Until next time.
Stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.
Nerdy.
Bye.